Hey, what's up everybody, I'm Charlie, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make my delicious peach cobbler. Now, since peaches aren't available year-round, I'm going to be making this peach cobbler using canned peaches. Now, I do have a recipe video making peach cobbler using real peaches, and I'll have the links to that recipe video in the description box. This peach cobbler recipe serves about 12 or more people. Not only is this a traditional Southern classic dessert, but it is absolutely delicious. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Here is all what you will need to make your peach cobbler. Let's get started with our ingredients. You will need 4 29-ounce cans, that's 116 ounces total, of sliced peaches and 100% peach juice. No syrup, okay? And along with that, you will need some all-purpose flour, sugar, brown sugar, salt, cornstarch, unsalted butter cold, butter flavored vegetable shortening cold. Now if you don't have the butter flavor, you can use the regular shortening if you like. You will also need some vanilla extract, cinnamon, and this next ingredient is optional, nutmeg. If you want to use that, you can if you like. And lastly, you will need some allspice. And for your tools, you will need a food processor to make your top and bottom crust, and you will also need a rolling pin. To bake your peach cobbler, you will need a 9 by 13 inch deep dish glass or metal pan. And there we have it. Let's make the bottom crust. Add 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 4 tablespoons of sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Pulse this 3 times. Add 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter cold and 6 tablespoons of butter flavored vegetable shortening cold. Pulse this for 3 minutes or until that butter and shortening is cut into the flour. And this is how it looks when we're done. We've transferred our flour mixture into a large bowl. Add 1/3 cup of cold water. We're going to give this a quick stir. Now I'm going to take my hands and form this into a dough. And this is how it looks when we're done. Wrap the dough with plastic wrap. Place this into your refrigerator for 30 minutes. Lightly flour the surface of your table. Place the dough on top of the table and form the dough into a small rectangle. Lightly flour the dough, and you're also going to lightly flour your rolling pin. Roll the dough into a 13-inch wide by 17-inch long rectangle. We're going to take a sharp knife and cut out a 9-inch wide by 13-inch long rectangle. Remove the excessive dough from around the rectangle. Quick tip, you can take this dough and roll it into a 9-inch wide by 13-inch long rectangle, and you'll have your top crust for your peach cobbler. Now if you do this, you won't have to make the crumb topping. Lightly flour the dough and take your hand and just spread that around. Take your rolling pin and proceed to roll the dough onto the rolling pin. Now as you're rolling the dough onto the rolling pin, take a small amount of flour and brush it onto the dough so that way it won't stick. Now we're going to take our rolling pin and place it onto the edge of the pan and just roll it out inside of the pan. Now you want to make sure that dough is aligned properly onto the bottom of your baking pan. Take this and place this into your freezer until we're ready to add the filling. Let's make the crumb topping. Add 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Pulse this 3 times. Add 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, cold, and 6 tablespoons of butter flavored vegetable shortening, cold. Pulse for 3 minutes or until that butter and shortening is cut into the flour. And this is how it looks when we're done. Add 3 tablespoons of cold water and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Pulse this for about 5 times. Now you're going to blend this for 1 minute. And this is how it looks when we're done. As you can see, that's nice and crumbly. Exactly what we want. Break down some of those larger pieces of crumb topping. Just break it down with a pastry cutter, or you can use a fork. Place this into your refrigerator until we're ready to add it on top of our peach cobbler filling. So let's get started with that. Add your sliced peaches into a strainer with a medium-sized bowl underneath it. Let this sit for 10 minutes. Reserve about 1/2 cup of peach juice. Add 1/2 cup of peach juice, 2/3 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of allspice, and optional 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Take a wire whisk and stir all your ingredients together until well combined. Here I have 4 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter. Add that in there. Take your wire whisk and stir all your ingredients together until well combined. Preheat your fire to medium-high heat. In a large pot, add your peach juice mixture. Give this a quick stir. Let this simmer for 3 minutes or until the mixture thickens. It's been about 3 minutes now, and our mixture has thickened. Exactly what we want. Turn your fire off. Add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Give this a quick stir. Add your sliced peaches. Using your spoon, carefully fold the peaches. Let this cool for 5 minutes. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Add your peach cobbler filling into your baking pan fitted with your frozen pie shell. Spread your peach cobbler filling around your baking pan as evenly as possible. To make the filling more even, shake your pan slightly. Generously sprinkle your crumb topping on top of your peach cobbler filling. And you're going to add the entire thing on top of your peach cobbler filling. Now it is ready to be baked. Place into a preheated 375 degree oven. Bake for 45 minutes. Remove your peach cobbler out of the oven after baking on 375 degrees for 45 minutes. Let your peach cobbler cool for 30 minutes before serving. For best results, serve this the next day so that way the flavors can settle and increase overnight. Here is the preview of the bottom of our peach cobbler, and as you can see, that's a nice golden brown color, and that lets us know that our bottom crust has been cooked thoroughly. Here is the final presentation. And there you have it. Homemade peach cobbler. If you like my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified of my videos. You can also check out this recipe along with all of my other recipes at www.charliethecookandrews.com. You can also find me on Facebook and on Instagram under the name Charlie the Cook Andrews. Stay tuned as Charlie's Taste Test is coming up next. Now it's time for Charlie's Taste Test. Now the only thing I'm missing is the vanilla ice cream. You know, normally when people eat peach cobbler, they have a nice scoop of vanilla ice cream on top. But for me, I'm gonna just eat it as is. That was really good. The crust, it has a nice crunch to it. Flavorful as well. Not too sweet, just right. The filling, you can taste the peaches along with that vanilla, the cinnamon, and a hint of spice. It's really, really good. It's not too sweet either, and the peaches are just right. Not overcooked or anything. It's really good. So, give the recipe a try. I hope you all enjoyed the video. So until next time, take care, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.